All right, hello everybody. Welcome. It's Maury. Today we'll be taking a look at the success and or status of Next Island as a planet in general relative to the other planets, and see how well it's doing. And maybe we'll take a look. Give you some insights and what to hunt, what to mine, what to craft potentially. You can use the data however you want. All right, so let's go into it. First step we need to do is we take a look at the planet's approximate auction house pages. So that's the page number you see here below, 23, and that number basically tells us how well or how much activity this planet has, because these are the number of people that are willing to spend money to list something up on the auction house that they hope somebody else on this planet is buying it. Because if a planet doesn't have a good and this shows us how stable the economy is, because if there's no economy, then everybody would just take their stuff and go back to Cali. Um, Typically, on an emerging planet, they don't have all of the mats that it can sell there. So some of them they have to bring back to Calypso. So Cali always has that advantage. But we want to see how much of it gets sold on the planet itself, and that generally shows us a success. And then we'll take a look at how it compares to others. Okay, so next island has 23. Rocktropia 18. Uh, Monria 8, Arcadia 102, which is a little bloated right now due to the event. It really should be around 80-ish for Arcadia typically, or that's what it was before the event that happened. And then Tulin 38. I really wish some of them, Planet Tulin, Planet Calypso rather than Calypso, screws up the thing. And then Cyrene is 18. Okay, so based on that data, we'll take a look. I made a little spreadsheet. Okay, so over here on the left side, this is the number of auction house pages, and this is the pages relative to Calypso. I don't know if I showed you Calypso, so we're just gonna do it again just in case. Calypso 764. Oh, it changed. Sure, whatever. Okay, so this is about the percentages you're looking for. So currently, Next Island is, say, doing 3% of Calypso's activity, roughly speaking. But this number is a little bit underestimated because people do bring their loot that they get on Next Island back to Cali. So if I'm guessing, including that extra loot that they bring back, it's probably about 4 to 5%. That's what I would guess, and that's the same going with the rest of these planets. Basically, you want Next Island to stop giving shit to Cali. You want people just to sell their stuff that they mine here. In fact, you want people from Cali or Rocktropia bring the alternative ore to Next Island and sell on Next Island. That's when you know you succeeded. Okay, so that's the approximate. Like, nobody's gonna buy this. This is too much. This is also too high, I think, for Narc. Yeah, okay, anyway, so I'm not going to judge on their prices. So a bunch of these listings, basically, they're false listings. If there's not enough people, they're additions to the auction house that doesn't really contribute to the economy locally. How do you get that happen, though? How do you get the economy locally happen? You need more people to list up their crap, so then the price steadies instead of a couple people just listing whatever the hell prices they want. And the way you get that is we look at the crafting. So we need the crafters there. All right, so crafters generally make limited stuff. So we're going to look at limited only. What do we got? Okay, so those don't count. We got some BCs, LRs, and a few things here. And a few things there. Okay, so we basically have up to about level 45 covered on Next Island. Barely. Ships are fine. Some Sleipnirs. Yeah, this is fine. The vehicles are good, actually. They're not ridiculously high priced. Like, that's a fair amount to ask for Sleipnir. Tools. So we got the amps here. You can see very clearly on Next Island there's a lack of high-end amps. That should give you a cue to those of you who mind. So there's a lack of high-end amps, but a lot of small amps. So what does this mean? It means miners would probably not be able to turn over huge volumes. Okay, so we'll just keep that in the back of our head. Miners can't keep a huge volume because the amps aren't there. So we're missing amps. And then we'll take a look at the armors. Absolutely nothing. No armors. Maybe unlimited. Let's refresh. Yeah, 0 armors for sale. So basically, okay, so armors, and then we'll take a look at, I guess, Mind Force. Yeah, nothing here. Other items, nothing here. And I think that's it for stuff. Okay, so what did we just find out? So let's take a little note of it. Okay, so what does this really mean? It means that people are bringing their supplies from other planets to mine here, and you can't really succeed by yourself fully from Next Island supplies unless you buy from other planets. But there's a little bit more to it. Let's finish up this analysis. We also need to see how the hunters are doing. So hunting, we'll just go to the materials. Okay, so we have a lot of crystals being sold. Jeffy, hey, nice. So a bunch of crystals being sold. You can see a lot of them are listed but with no interest. But let's take a look. Yeah, this guy's asking huge stack. No one's gonna buy that stack. Eye oil is fine. There's a bit of oils, so that's good. A bunch of crystals, that's good. So it looks like there are a good amount of hunters, I'd say, because you can see that the difference between the hunting list that you see here and the mining list that you see down here is the type of supplies are different. Like over here, you just when you squint your eyes a little bit, all you see is like what? Iron, Listerium, Dark Listerium, a bit of oil, and then like some of the other ores which are listed ridiculously, so no one's gonna buy it. Yeah, and maybe Melchi. No. Oh wow, people. Yeah, so that's the difference. So that means there's a pretty healthy supply of hunters. So hunters are good. So so this leads me to our analysis. Hunting, okay. Hunting mats, okay. Okay, so how do we generate the bigger amps? We need the bigger amps here to create supply. We will need more hunting supplies from 45 to like 70 or something for hunting, and maybe some armors and excavators and finders. So how do we add this stuff into Next Island? Well, the first thing is you need the crafters. So we need some blueprints that will get the crafters really excited. And making this stuff would be good. So they need some blueprints. Just take the Armatrix route if you want to release blueprints. Take it like, I don't know, limited drops of limited blueprints, and then have that use just Next Island supplies. And you can make some really interesting blueprints, because right now you have a very supply of, Next Island has a very healthy supply of hunting. So what if you have the tools blueprint, use more hunting supplies, like the crystals and shit. And same with the finders, same with the excavators. You can just have limited finders, limited excavators, and just have something comparable to like the TerraMaster series or the Ziplex series even. Just something that is craftable. That is it. Everything limited. And I think that would be good. As for level progressions, mining is low level, so as long as you have something, it's fine. Like even the best amps require like level 20, so you don't need high level for that. But hunting, you do need to take care of the level progressions. So there's only rifles up to 45. So we want more people to list these things. I think the key thing in Next Island to help it really become really successful, and kind of follow a little bit of what Tulin did. So if you see Tulin up here with their 30 more auction house pages, Tulin is super active in the community. That the DME guy, oh my god, he's on non-stop. Really great find by the team on by Tulin and Monria. But for Next Island to take it, there is a couple of level gaps, which is causing problems. One is the mid-level hunters. In Next Island, I can see really good things for small hunters and big hunters. Nothing in between. So the mid-level guys get forgotten. And then in Arcadia there's something for everyone. So the whole progression system is set. and it's good. I mean, you have mobs that mid-level hunters can hunt on Next Island, but they're not that good. There's better choices elsewhere. Maybe that's intentional. I don't know. So the mid-level hunters are missing, and you can kind of see it from the loots here. Miners, the way you're doing it, you're limiting it to small miners, which is fine. But then if you limit the miners, I think then you're gonna limit the crafters, because then the crafters will come in. You have a very short time to capture the crafters' attention. So Tulin did the really cool thing earlier, and they jump started their whole planet with the whatchamacallits, that crafting event where they released a whole bunch of new discoverable blueprints. Was lucky enough to get one. I got the one of those tea chests, I think. So that was a new discovery, and I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, the crafters need to get jump started, and then the materials get consumed. Because at the end of the day, in order to keep people on the planet, you need the materials getting consumed. You need the mining supplies consumed, the hunting supplies consumed, the miscellaneous random shit consumed, and then give it back to the players in terms of some markup, sell it back to them. You need the metal residue consumed, and that's how you build it really successful economy in the planet. Now, the strength that Next Island has right now is it has really good daily missions. So if you're a low-level player, you're just starting off, Next Island's a great place to go. You got a lot of freebies there. But the freebies there, the way is this, it's casual play. So the daily missions, I can't see heavy grinding people or people who are low level that want to really excel in the game succeed on Next Island. I can see casual players do it. I can see like 2-3 hours a day, to finish my missions, happy-go-lucky, and maybe you hit up the mid-level, but the next progression is missing. And in high levels, you got the Zeus, you got the Malach, you got the Gorgon, so that's good. And I guess in theory you can think Gorgon is a shared wave, so you can have low-level players come. But I've been a low-level play, like a low-level hunter, and I've been in shared events. It's absolutely dreadful. Death. So it's actually meant for high players. The share doesn't automatically mean it's low-level play. But then other instances, let's say the Screechers. But that's all low-level stuff. So mid-level needs to be there. Mid-level hunting and crafting. That's it. You can if you want to keep mining as the system you have there, that's cool. That's cool. Then just consume more hunting supplies. So that's how I think. And you have an opportunity here to do something very different, because a lot of other planets focused on mining, like Arcadia is a mining planet. They focused on mining, and they're like everywhere else uses a lot of mining goods in their crafts. Maybe you use just hunting goods, and you can promote hunting, and I think that's the best way forward. Okay, thank you everyone. Take care.